Good morning guys, and welcome back to another video. I haven't done anything with this bow recently, and it's kind of just gone into the past, but I want to bring it back, and I want to really talk about 3 things that have helped me progress in this summer and what I've learned over shooting this bow a lot in the summer. If you don't know, my name is Gabriel Mihet, and I am the leader of Soflo Adventures. This bow, this is the Hoyt Torex XT. I got it pretty much spec'd out to basically my dream bow. I got the Axle landslide 3-pin sight on it. I got the CBE Torex stabilizers. I got 15 out the front, 10 out the back, and then I got the QAD HGX Ultra Rest on there. 3/16 peep sight in pink, and then I custom built these Eastern Axis 5mm 4 fletches with the Max Hunter vanes on the back. I love this setup. If you want to see more about it, check out the playlist with all the archery stuff in it, and one of those videos will be linked up here. Anywho, let's get into it. So, the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is purchasing stuff. Here in South Dakota, I got a really good job, and I was blessed to have a good job where I was making enough money to afford nicer things like this bow. However, when you're buying things, you need to be careful on what you buy, and although something may be more expensive, you might want to buy that more expensive thing. Maybe if something is cheaper, you want to buy that thing. And I want to kind of dive into that a little bit here. Let's get one shot off here, and then I will talk to you about some of the things that I bought on this bow that if I would do it again, there's a big reason why. Anywho, let's shoot this beauty. Oh, really smooth draw. And then I'm also shooting the Scott Ascent micro hinge, so there's that click, and it goes. One of the things that I wish I did better on buying this bow was this. This rest right here, I picked it up about 4 months into being here in South Dakota. I used to have a really cheap QAD rest, the $45 one, and that was just a headache. When I built these 5mm arrows, I've never shot a 4 fletch. I went to 80 pounds of draw weight. I went to a 340 spine arrow, also 5mm, and they're really fast and really short. I have a 26.5-inch arrow shooting out of an 80-pound bow, and we're in the range of 295 to 300 feet per second. So having a rest, and where I invested into $40, $50, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I ran into severe issues where my arrow was hitting that rest. And after a week of owning that rest, I had to buy this $120, $130 rest because of my lack of decision making, and I thought, okay, I'm just gonna buy something cheap and it'll work out fine. So basically what I'm saying is, if you're thinking about shooting a 4 fletch, if you have a short draw length, if you just want to have a nicer rest and not have to worry about it in the future in terms of tuning ability and its reliability, spend the extra $50. Don't waste money on cheaper things. One of my favorite sayings is, buy it once, buy it good. That is almost anything I do. Buy it once, buy it good. I'll buy clothing good. I'll buy archery. I'll buy golf. I'll buy clothing. I'll buy shoes, cameras, mics, stuff like that. And you will buy it good. And then you don't have to do it again. You'll move on to the next bow with you. So let's shoot another one, and then let's talk about something else. I do love this bow though. Oh, they were like touching down there. One other thing I want to talk about is the build of the bow and how you build your bow out. I built this bow kind of like a tack 3D bow, to where I have 15 inches out the front and then 10 out the back. I'm not gonna hunt with 15 inches and 10 inches. Unless I'm in like a tree stand or a ground blind, I'm never gonna do that. But I am more of the 3D archer than a hunter. So if I really wanted to, I can just take the 10 inches and put it on the front, and I'll be fine with that. But in terms of how I built this bow, I wanted it to be the most stable, the most forgiving bow that I can build, and I think I successfully built that. when you build a bow, it's really important to decide on what technique you want to do, or there's another word for it, but really how you want to shoot your bow. There's target archery, and if you're shooting target archery, you really don't want to stay around with these shorter axle to axle bows. You want to be looking at those Hoyt Stratoses or the Matthews Title with 34 and up of axle to axle, because those have a lot of forgiveness and they're just a better target bow, although they don't give you the speed most of the time. Now, put an asterisk by speed, because Matthews and Hoyt are doing a really good job on getting the speed out there, but you're going to get a longer axle to axle bow, and you'll be able to shoot it better in tighter groups, maybe not to 100 yards, but 30 meters, 20 meters in those kind of archery target ranges. They're going to be amazing. Now, would you hunt with a 35, 40-inch axle to axle bow? Absolutely not. So you can kind of see where the determination of what you're going to do with your bow is kind of important, especially if you're only buying one bow once. Bows are expensive. I completely agree, and being able to buy a bow is such a blessing, but being able to buy multiple for different techniques is just not it. So that's why I ended up with this Hoyt Toy X. It can hunt, it can target, it can 3D, and I'm very happy with it. So I'll kind of shoot it as a target bow now and kind of show you the difference of my form. So basically, my form in target, I want to, instead of pushing that hip a little bit kind of more vertical, I do want to push it a little bit forward. I feel like that gives me more stability. And then I really want to emphasize follow through here. Did you hear those arrows slapping down there? We'll run up there and take a peek at them, but you kind of saw how the bow dropped. That is more of a target thing, and I want to show you this now. So let's take a look at these arrows. Oof, gotta drop that ISO down. You see them down there in that little corner? They are touching. I'm very happy about that. But back to the video. So as I was saying, make sure you get kind of dialed in on what you actually want to shoot in terms of the target, hunting, 3D, mix of both. So that is the kind of second thing I wanted to go over. And then the third thing that I wanted to go over in terms of what I learned over the season of archery and hunting and tack was consistency. Now, I know so many people talk about consistency, but seriously, that is the biggest thing when it comes to archery. I haven't shot my bow in about a week, and I had to warm up for about an hour to get my arrows to do that you just saw down there. Archery is a sport in which if you don't do it a lot, you will not be good at it. I know a bunch of buddies who, they're mainly rifle shooters, but they own bows, and when bow season comes around, they pull it out, dust the cobwebs off, and think they'll be able to smoke an animal at 60 yards. No, you won't. I've gone shooting with some guys who just bring their bows out, and it's not good. So please make sure you get out there. Make sure you do some practice. Even if you're not hunting, just get out there, shoot like once or twice a week, maybe just 30, 40 arrows, and stay proficient. It's just like aviation. Proficiency versus consistency. Wait, no. What is it? Proficiency and it's basically consistency, but basically it's saying that, yeah, I can be proficient in it. I can memorize everything about my bow. I know how to draw it. I know how to shoot it, but can I actually do that and put it into practice? So basically, I'm saying get out there, shoot, have some fun, make sure you stay consistent with everything you do in shooting your bow, because that is extremely important. Alrighty guys, that's gonna be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like down below, subscribe. We got a bunch of cool content coming out. Also, picked up these Rode mics. I hope they're sounding good. If I posted this video, that means I'm happy with the audio. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Coming back to Florida soon, so that'll be really fun. I'm excited for that. And we'll get a bunch of cool things down in Florida. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, peace. God bless y'all. Mucho Besos.